And our final visit was to the UK. We met with Boris Johnson, but our real host was the Speaker of the House of Commons, with a great welcome to the House of Commons, which is unusual, they tell me, and then a formal luncheon where we could interact with members of Parliament of all levels and all parties. Well, they don't have that many parties, but the fact is they were very united. Every place we were, that people were united in opposition to what was happening, of course, in Ukraine, but more importantly, in what we needed to do about that. You know, we're traditionally about the issues of security, economy, and governance. In recent years, of course, the climate issue is an issue in all of those categories, and so is COVID. So that were part of our conversation. We did meet with the head of the World Health Organization and got an up-to-date on how he saw things globally. And again, in every place we went, that COVID challenge was part of our discussion. So it was intensely busy, and we were magnificently served. You've seen the list of members. They are mostly from our security committees: Adam Schiff, Intelligence; Adam Smith, Armed Services; Ted Deutsch, Foreign Affairs; Barbara Lee, Appropriate. Well, let me come back to Barbara and Betty McCollum. Jim Himes, Intelligence; Bill Keating, Foreign Affairs and Armed Services; Sean Patrick Maloney, Intelligence; Eric Swalwell, Intelligence and Homeland Security; Ruben Gallego, Armed Services; Seth Moulton, Armed Services; Ro Khanna, Armed Services; Andy Kim, Armed Services and Foreign Policy. But when you're having these discussions, all roads lead to the Appropriations Committee. And Betty McCollum, the chair of the Defense Subcommittee, was really a very important participant in the conversations about our support for the defense of Ukraine, and Barbara Lee, in terms of her committee, the Foreign Ops, State Foreign Ops Committee, in terms of, well, she'll talk about it, but she was in great demand because whether it was about refugees or whether it was about humanitarian assistance or whether it was about the loan guarantees, and the list goes on. So again, we were well served by the leadership, knowledge, and commitment of our participants. And all of them were not in every country, but mostly they were. It's stunning to see, in this day and age, a tyrant roll into a country. This is the same tyrant who attacked our democracy in 2016. This is the same tyrant who is opposed to democracy and wants to trivialize it, to downgrade it in the eyes of the Russian people. One other person I met there who was so courageous was Svetlana. We just call her Svetlana. You know, she was the wife of a person who ran for president in Belarus. She has escaped. Her husband is imprisoned. But she had a movement in Belarus, largely women, but not just women. And the people turned out by the hundreds of thousands. And then the president of Belarus declared himself the winner of the election. But the desire for democracy is alive and well in the Ukraine. Many of us who have visited there can attest to that. So the people of Ukraine, although it's not a Article 5 country, we will not have boots on the ground, know that we are with them, not only in spirit, but materially in terms of meeting their needs and just heralding their message with gratitude for the defense that the people of Ukraine are making for democracy. As I mentioned, underlying all of this were our meetings with heads of station in all of the countries that we were in about the intelligence of what was going on, what they knew about a range of subjects that are central to our national security. We were very pleased to have on the trip the chairman of the Intelligence Committee, Adam Schiff. Adam, you want to share some of your views of what you saw there. Excuse me. And thank you for your leadership.